Chris Franjola. Does it get any better than this guy? You'll see what I mean. Hello.
I hope everyone's having a nice COVID-19 vacation right now. What I decided to do with this time that we all have off is I decided to go back and stay with my elderly parents for 2 weeks back on Long Island, where I'm from. I stayed with Mom and Dad for 2 weeks. Just me, Mom, and Dad. Back in the house I grew up in the bedroom I grew up in. Just me, Mom, and Dad. I don't know if you know this about my mom and dad. They get up real early. They are up. They're up at 4 a.m. talking really loud in the kitchen about how they're going to prepare their bread that day. That's a big day for Mom and Dad. Will they toast it? Maybe they'll toast it. Maybe they won't toast it. Maybe they'll have a bagel today. Maybe an English muffin. Are you guys bored by this? I had to deal with it for 2 weeks. You can deal with it for 10 more seconds, okay? So then Mom and Dad, I don't know if you know this, they buy everything in bulk. Only two of them in the house, but they buy everything at Costco, and they go to Costco every day. They wear the Costco uniform into the Costco. They are head to toe Kirkland upon entering Costco, and then they buy more. My father is the mayor of Kirkland. They love it. They buy a ton. I had to choke down 75 bagels when I was there. Otherwise, it wasn't fiscally responsible what they've done. Their entire life has been turned upside down. Because I don't know if you guys are familiar. They don't do the samples at Costco anymore because of the COVID-19 situation. My parents were living on a steady diet, I believe, for the last 7-8 years of Costco samples. So now their life has been turned upside. If you ever want to truly emasculate yourself, you're thinking, how do you do? I recommend just driving around in the back seat of your parents' car. That's kind of fun. Just getting in the back seat. They hold up the seat for you like a child. You get in the back seat, and then they crank up an AM radio. Yeah, they still have that AM, about as loud as it goes. And then my mom and dad just yell out climates of cities they're never going to go to, never been to. Like it's 43 degrees in Omaha today, and that's the driving with Mom and Dad. I don't know if you ever watched two 80-year-old people getting out of a car. That's kind of fun. Takes about 45, 50 minutes. Bones cracking and popping the whole time. And they get everywhere. Staying with your elderly parents, you realize, I thought I'd go the rest of my life not knowing who had a better scrapbooking section. Michael's Art Supply or Hobby Lobby. Turns out, everybody, it's Michael's Art Supply. Mom and I went every day. Get there early. Not even open yet. We wait outside, sitting in the car, listening to the AM radio. And finally, I asked my mom, I said, Mom, why are we here so early? It's not even open till 9 a.m. She goes, I don't think you get caught up in the rush. Is there a rush? Are people tramping each other looking for glitter? She goes, oh, yeah. It's a bit of a melee around 10 a.m. I said, all right, fair enough. I don't want to be a part of that. So then Mom and I go in. Once the doors are open, we get some scrapbooking needs. And then we sit at the kitchen table and we'll scrapbook for hours. I never thought I'd be the type of person sitting at a kitchen table scrapbooking at my age, but hey, you know what? These are strange times we're in, and that's what I wound up doing. 5 days into scrapbooking. Maybe you people aren't scrapbookers. I don't know, but I'll explain what it is. You put a fun picture in the scrapbook, and then you put fun things around that picture to signify what's in the picture. Say I was putting a picture of this performance. I'd put a picture of me standing in what is my bedroom, really. It's supposed to be Bananamores, but it's my bedroom. I put all this together myself last night at about 10 o'clock. And that would be me trying to assemble this backdrop and a picture, and that would signify this performance. That would be my scrapbooking of this, okay? So I did that with Mom for about 5 days in a row before I realized I have no more scrapbooking ideas. So then I looked on Facebook, so I had a message from a guy I went to high school with. Haven't seen him in 35 years. He writes me on Facebook and he says, are you in town right now? I said, yes, I am. He goes, that's crazy. I still live in town. I said, yeah, I kind of saw that coming. He goes, I'd love to catch up with you. Hey, doing pretty well. I say, doing pretty well? I just bombed at Bananamores for 3 minutes in my bedroom. It's safe to say things are going pretty well. Anyway, I meet this guy for lunch. Like I said, I haven't seen him in 35 years. His name is George. I take him to a TGI Fridays. Nothing's too good for my friends. I walk in. He smiles a big smile. His front tooth is gone. The front one. The important one. You know, the one most prominently displayed in his mouth? The front tooth gone. I don't. That's not you. He should have. We have a 3-hour lunch. He didn't even mention what happened to it. All I could think about is where's your front tooth. I didn't say it, of course. I don't want to embarrass the guy. Sensitive subject, I'm sure. I don't want to bring it up. But I mean, how's the guy gonna have corn on the cob? That's all I was thinking. Like, he ordered a spinach and artichoke dip as an appetizer. That bad choice. That is a very front tooth heavy dish. I didn't realize it either until I saw him struggling with it. You know, the dip. Fair enough, soft. The chips, once he hit those, flying everywhere. He couldn't handle that. He didn't have the tools to work with that. Corn on the cob, forget it. Comes time for a summer barbecue at this guy's house, it's going to be a disaster. You don't think they know whose cob it is later that day at the picnic when you see one cob in the garbage can with all the kernels missing, except one row of kernels? If you're people, I don't know, you guys, you have friends, relatives with the front tooth out. This goes to everybody missing their front tooth. You got to get that taken care of. That affects that affects us. We can't focus when that's out. We're not saying anything because we're decent, nice people. But trust it, there's not another thought in our head than why is your front tooth out? You got to get that. And I know it's expensive. Put a chiclet or Tic Tac or a piece of loose leaf paper, Scotch tape. Just mask it for a little while you take you out for chicken wings, okay? So then I went back to my house. Mom and I scrapbooked, and now I'm here. So thank you very much. Happy quarantine.
That was bananas. I want more. Thanks for coming to Bananas more.